Why you keep procrastinating and how to finally stop. You know you need to do it. Maybe you need to study, finish some work, exercise, or make an important phone call. You know exactly what you should be doing. You may even want to do it, but somehow you don't. Instead, you check your phone, watch one video, do something unimportant, and while you're doing everything except the thing you need to do, there's a voice in your head saying, you should be doing it. So you're not really relaxing. You're avoiding the work and feeling guilty about avoiding it. Then the deadline gets closer, and suddenly you can work. The thing you avoided for 5 days, you somehow finish in 5 hours. Afterward, you promise yourself, next time I'll start earlier. Then next time comes, and somehow you do it again. Why? Maybe because procrastination isn't really about time. Imagine you have an important project. You open it, and immediately your mind starts. Where do I start? What if I do it wrong? What if it's harder than I expected? The project is sitting quietly in front of you, but inside your mind, it has become something much bigger. Stress, confusion, boredom, maybe fear of failure. And then your phone is right there. One tap, and the uncomfortable feeling disappears for a moment. That's the part we often miss. When you procrastinate, you're not always avoiding the task. You're often avoiding the feeling connected to the task. A difficult task can make you feel overwhelmed. A boring task can make you feel restless. An important task can make you afraid of failing. So your brain looks for relief. I'll do it later. And the moment you decide, later, you feel a little better. The task is still there, but the discomfort has been postponed, and your brain learns something. Avoiding the task made me feel better. That's the blind spot. Procrastination looks like a problem with action, but often it begins with a feeling you don't want to feel, and the easier option offers relief. Right now, study today, maybe get a good result weeks later. Exercise today, maybe see a difference months later. But your phone, the reward is now. The relief is now. So why can you suddenly work when the deadline is close? Because the feeling changes. 5 days before the deadline, working feels uncomfortable. 5 minutes before the deadline, not working feels worse. So you start, not because you suddenly became disciplined. The emotional balance changed. So how do you stop procrastinating? First, stop looking at the entire task. Finish the project. Study the whole chapter. Exercise for 1 hour. Your brain sees the whole thing, and starting feels heavy. So make the first step, almost stupidly small. Don't finish the project. Open the document. Don't study the whole chapter. Read one page. Don't exercise for 1 hour. Put on your shoes. The goal of the first step isn't to finish. It's to make starting less uncomfortable. And when you catch yourself procrastinating, don't ask, what's wrong with me? Ask, what am I trying to avoid feeling right now? Am I confused? Make the first step clearer. Am I overwhelmed? Make it smaller. Am I afraid of doing it badly? Then allow yourself to do it badly first. Because sometimes you don't need a perfect first attempt. You just need a first attempt. Maybe that's the biggest blind spot. You keep waiting for the moment when starting feels easy, but that moment may never come. Sometimes you don't stop procrastinating and then start. You start while you still feel like procrastinating. One small action before you feel ready, before your mind finds another reason to say later. Because sometimes the way out of procrastination isn't to win the argument in your head. It's to stop arguing and begin.